In 1971, a group of ordinary college students were randomly assigned two roles. Half became prisoners, half became guards. The experiment was supposed to last 2 weeks. It was shut down after 6 days. Not because the prisoners did anything, but what the guards became was completely unimaginable. And the thing nobody tells you is this: the guards weren't selected for cruelty. They were selected because they were the most psychologically stable people in the study. August 1971, Stanford University. Philip Zimbardo, a psychology professor, converted the basement of his department into a mock prison. He recruited 24 students, all mentally healthy, all screened specifically to eliminate anyone with a history of violence, instability, or aggression. He flipped a coin. 12 became prisoners, 12 became guards. The prisoners were arrested at their homes by real police officers, handcuffed in public, driven to the station, processed, then delivered to Zimbardo's basement, where they were stripped, given a loose smock to wear, and assigned a number. Not a name, a number. The guards got something different: khaki uniforms, wooden batons, and reflective sunglasses specifically chosen so prisoners could never make eye contact with them, because eye contact creates connection, and Zimbardo needed the guards to feel like authority, not like people. Their only instruction: maintain order, no violence. Everything else, figure it out. Day 1 looked like a game. Day 2, it stopped. The guards started waking prisoners at 2 a.m. for pointless roll calls, made them do push-ups on cold concrete, took away their mattresses, controlled when they could eat, when they could sleep, when they could use the bathroom. Nobody told them to do any of this. They invented it in under 48 hours. By day 3, a prisoner collapsed, screaming, crying, unable to form sentences. Zimbardo thought he was acting. He wasn't. The student had to be released. By day 4, the remaining prisoners tried to rebel. The guards crushed it. Then they went further. They started using the cooperative prisoners as informants against the resistant ones, turning the prisoners against each other. This is a tactic that takes professional prison staff years to develop. These students had been guards for 4 days. But here is what the textbooks leave out: Zimbardo wasn't just running the experiment. He had given himself a role too: prison superintendent, and he played it. On day 5, a psychologist named Christina Maslach came to the prison to conduct interviews. She watched the guards herd prisoners with bags over their heads. She walked out and told Zimbardo directly, "This is not okay. What you are doing to these people is wrong." He argued with her. The man whose entire career was built on understanding human behavior could not see that he had lost his own. He wasn't observing the experiment anymore. He was part of it. The role had consumed him the same way it had consumed his guards, he just had a different title. Christina Maslach was one of 50 people who had visited that basement over 6 days. She was the only one who objected. Zimbardo shut down the experiment the next morning, not because he suddenly saw clearly, because she was the woman he loved, and even then, it took until morning. Think about the last time you were given a title: manager, senior, team lead, even something smaller than that. Think about how quickly it started shaping how you spoke, how you walked into a room, how you treated the people below you, even when you told yourself you'd be different. This is the finding that psychologists call situational power. The idea that identity is not fixed, that who you are is shaped faster than you think by the role you are placed in. The guards in that basement were not bad people. They were ordinary people in a situation that handed them unchecked power and waited to see what they'd do with it. They showed us in 4 days. The experiment has been criticized rightly for methodological flaws. Zimbardo coached some guards. The sample was small. Science is never clean. But the core finding has been replicated in studies across the world, across decades. Give ordinary people a uniform and unchecked authority over other ordinary people, and the clock starts. There is a version of you that you have never met. Not a monster, not a villain, just a person in the right uniform, in the right building, with the right title, who stopped asking whether what they were doing was right, and started asking whether it was permitted. The students in that basement didn't know they were changing. That is not a warning about them. The students who became guards went home after 6 days, returned to their normal lives, their normal selves, or at least the selves they had been before. Some of them have given interviews about that week. None of them fully understand how they became what they became. And that is the thing that should stay with you, not what they did, the fact that they didn't see it happening.